Items for consideration.
Madam Chair, item for consideration, first with the consent item, item B, approval of September 17, 2019 Committee of the Whole meeting minutes. Item,
I need a second
Second.
for that one.
Oh.
Okay.
okay.
Madam Chair,
Discussion, yes.
okay, so going down to Carrie Selleck, it's amendment to allow expenditure of fiscal year 2019 unexpended funds, not if.
Just a typo?
Yeah, just a typo, and I wasn't gonna do anything, but I could see where someone might think if there was
Right.
unexpended funds.
Any other discussion? Do I need to roll call for that one since it's an item for consideration for the amendment? Sure.
Geiger,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Parker, absent, Smelker,
Yes.
Connor,
Yes,
Wayne.
Yes. The amended minutes are approved. Or the amendment to the minutes is approved. Commissioner Gibson?
Item A, approval of claims in the amount of $93,729.13.
Second.
Moved by Gibson, support by Smelker. For approval of claims in the amount of $93,729.13. Discussion? Hearing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Gibson,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Parker, absent, Smelker,
Yes.
Connor,
yes,
Geiger,
Yes.
Wayne.
Yes. Claims are approved.
Item B, approval to schedule a public hearing during the regular meeting of the Berry County Board of Commissioners on October the 22nd, 2019 at 9 a.m. regarding the 2020 Berry County proposed budget and to recommend adoption of Resolution 19-18 to adopt the 2020 Berry County Budget, General Appropriations Act, and millage after holding a public hearing.
second,
Moved by Gibson, support by Connor. For the approval to schedule a public hearing during the regular meeting of the Berry County Board of Commissioners on October 22nd at 9 a.m., that's 2019, regarding the 2020 Berry County proposed budget and to recommend adoption of the Resolution 19-18 to adopt the 2020 Berry County Budget, General Appropriations Act, and millage after holding a public hearing. Discussion.
Madam Chair, I just would like to reiterate that I would like to see on our budget that Parks and Rec, Conservation Easement, and Conservation Department come out of the 19 budget, the other two out of the 20 budget. Mainly because Parks and Rec, Farmland Preservation, and Conservation is a one-time thing. The other two are probably be every year from now on, annually. Just my idea.
Sure. Any other discussion? Hearing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Jackson,
Yes.
Parker, absent, Smelker,
Yes.
Connor,
yes,
Geiger,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Wayne.
Yes. The item is approved. Unfinished business. We do not have anything on our agenda. New business. County Administrator's Report.
I'm all set, thank you.
Thank you. Chairperson's report. I have my last meeting of the month this afternoon with Community Action Agency. Other than that, things seem to be going smoothly. Trying to think what I attended last week. A lot of volleyball games. And then yesterday we attended urgent care. Way not as much fun as a volleyball game. So that being said, bring on October and cooler weather. Commissioner Connor.
thank you. I attended the Prairieville and Yankee Springs Township meetings, Area Agency on Aging. We recommended Lois Bowers pending the approval of this board. We also approved to go before their
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Reallocation of transportation grant funding dollars awarded to Hope Network to be transferred to the Berry County Transit when Hope discontinues transportation services. We had a letter from Hope Network saying that they will not be doing any transportation after Monday, October 14th. And the grant starts October 1, so they might expend some, but anything left over, we ask that that be transferred to the Berry County Transit.
Thank you.
COA, we reviewed the surveys that were sent out amongst the board members regarding the director's annual review. During discussion, the board members, during the board discussion, the board would like Tower Pinkster to meet with them regarding the building project. Also, the roof, after it had gotten that new sealant on it, it did have a leak. It was just right on Tammy's desk. And after they came and they looked at it, there were a couple of spots where there was a flashing issue. So it wasn't actually the sealant, it was more some gaps that were missed. So, and the vendor came out and inspected it, and they worked with staffs on the problems. And I participated in the final weed survey of Gun Lake for this year with the Progressive A&E crew. The weeds are down this year, and so we're not going to have to do any mechanical harvesting in the channels, which will save some money. So that's what I've done. It was the most beautiful day of last week, too, so
Well, congratulations.
I don't know how that worked out. Usually it rains.
I get that. Commissioner Geiger.
Health Department meeting on Thursday. That's all I have.
Commissioner Smoker.
Attended our transit board meeting. I'll let the chair talk more about that. But yesterday, I did take a tour of the transit building, and it looked like a war zone in the office. So they are moved out in the bay, and hopefully they won't be there too long. I had our Stepping Up committee, and we're going to meet with a state man in October. And that's about it. I have airport coming up tomorrow at 4:30.
Thank you. Commissioner Gibson.
At my mental health board meeting, we reviewed the strategic goals for 2019-2020. We had a report from the director on his presentation to the county commissioners. We reviewed the 2019 Southwest Michigan Board of Health site review results. Lighthouse on the Lake had 7 people a day visit their site in August. In August, they went to Country Mills Farm in Charlotte. They had a tour of the market, bakery, cold storage, and cider press. They also had a hayride, and they were served cider and blueberry donuts. They plan on going back later and pick pumpkins. They also had a regional directors meeting at our Hastings site. They had people from Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Benton Harbor, and Ionia attend that meeting. At the transit meeting, the transit building renovation, new construction is on schedule. The parking lot has been resurfaced. They started using it this week. It was shut down over the weekend, and their buses are now using it and then get back in the garage. They're renovating the front office area. The renovation of building work should be done by mid-November. They're still on schedule with that. At the city council last night, they approved a request for Hastings Downtown Business Team to host Fall Girls Night Out, Scarecrow Contest, and display and sales merchandise on sidewalks October the 3rd from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Jackson.
Thank you. Attended both Rutland and Berry Township meetings. On 9/11, we had our Economic Development Alliance meeting. As a calendar note, November 6th is going to be the Economic Development Summit for Berry County. 1 p.m., location to be announced, likely the FlexFab facility, but so 1 p.m. on November 6th, that's always a great source of information as far as what's happening. And in our meeting, we also talked a lot about the $25 million in development funds coming into, a lot of it into Hastings with the Royal Coach and the Moose Building, also into Middleville. There's over 100 new housing units and mixed-use retail space in proposed development right now. We've probably got some of that on the Hastings City Commission as well. So there's some really good things starting to take place in the area. Again, most of the growth continues to be from Hastings. There's a lot of things happening right now. We've been looking for contractors, developers to come into the area in a long time, and we're starting to get some attention. So that is all good. Had the JPA meeting on 9/16, Animal Shelter Advisory Board on 9/17. To date, that group has raised $13,566 towards their new van. Bake sales, they had their big event this summer, with the band. So they have done an outstanding job, all volunteers, putting together quite a few events. And I think in talking with Michael, they've got enough money set up that they actually ordered their van. So they're putting the finishing touches on that for the new shelter van. A lot of that, or a part of that $5,000 donation from the Humane Society as well was definitely appreciated. The new AC units are in at the animal shelter. So our furry friends are cool and comfortable and enjoying their new system there. Ken Kirsch, the director, is looking for someone to do a complete paint and renovation of the building as well. So because of the detail of the painting and the type of painting, it's been a little difficult to find somebody, but they're working on that. So I had a meeting with the FEMA via United Way for food distribution funds. They got an additional $7,500 grant to distribute through various organizations like Manners Market in Berry County, or United Way, to deliver some of that stuff. And as Ben pointed out, our health department meeting is on Thursday, and a lot of the discussion is going to be around Eastern equine encephalitis and some of the issues going on with that. That continues to raise more concerns. We haven't seen an outbreak like this in a while, but it's in full tilt right now until we get a hard frost. So we expect some information on that. And Vivian, we should be careful when you're talking about weed surveys with all the recreational stuff, that people may not realize that it's aquatic invasive.
Madam Chair,
Yes, sir.
where's the meeting, Hastings or Eaton? Health Department, Hastings or Eaton?
It'll be in Hastings this month.
Thank you.
Anything else? How about limited public comment? At this time, any member of the public wishing to address the board may do so for up to 3 minutes.
Good morning, Rick Moore of the Parks and Rec Board and the Charlton Park Board. I want to thank the commissioners for the Employee Service Awards. I think it's a wonderful idea. I think Commissioner Geiger is the one that barnstormed this idea years ago. For the last 12 to 36 years, I've been working on my Paul Henry Thornapple Trail, and the only pay I ever get is a sincere thank you of the people that use the trail and you commissioners. So I want to thank you very much for that. I also want to remind the board that the Fall Harvest Festival and Tractor Show is going on at Charlton Park this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and same hours for Saturday. But on Saturday, we're having a pancake breakfast, and I'm not asking any of you to come and make pancakes with me at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I want you to know that we'll be thinking of you. But we'll have demonstrations and exhibits, adults $6, children under 12, $4, and we got a long list of events. Pretty much the same thing we did at the July Tractor Show and Harvest Festival, so we'll be cutting wood. We'll be inviting everybody in Berry County to come by and see our park. It's a wonderful venue, and we hope to see you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Rick, is there a flyer or a post out for that? Yeah. Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment this morning? Hearing none, is there any other business to come before the board? I'd just like to remind you that it is harvest season. We do have slow-moving vehicles in our community, and lots of them. Our harvest season will be difficult this year because of our planting season. Just be patient. It's like waiting at a stoplight. The amount of time that it takes to wait for a tractor or a truck to get into a passing zone. And of course, some of our wonderful roadways don't have a lot of passing zones. So please be patient. It'll save a whole lot of lives. There being no further business and without objection, the board will now adjourn.